In the next slides, we are going to look at language use errors. Language use errors consist of two main types. The first one is about the long wordy sentences, and the second one is about the informal tone and expressions. So let's have a look at the wordy sentences error. How to avoid those wordy sentences errors. So we are going to look at 6 ways to avoid wordiness. The first way to avoid wordiness is to take out keywords and ideas that are repeated unnecessarily. Let's have a look at this passage. The committee members decided to have an office party for the employees' children. The main reason for the decision to have a party for the children was that employees had been complaining that the company did not pay enough attention to family life. What do you notice about this message? Yes, the words and the ideas are repeated unnecessarily. So how to correct it? Yes, let's take out some words which are repeated unnecessarily. So a better version would be, the committee members decided to have an office party for employees' children, mainly because employees had been complaining that the company did not pay enough attention to family life. Does it sound better? Yes, because it's not as wordy as the previous version. Another way to avoid wordiness is to take out words that are already implied by other words in the same sentence. Let's look at the following sentence. The round yellow sun shone brightly among the clouds in the sky. So isn't the sun always round? Aren't clouds usually in the sky? Yep. So better version is, the sun shone brightly among the clouds. Another example, she wore a coat in a red color. What's wrong with this? Yes, red is by definition a color. So you can say, she wore a red coat. The third way to avoid wordiness is to replace wordy stock phrases with single words. For example, instead of saying at the present time, you can say now. Or instead of saying at all the times when, you can say whenever. Or be of the opinion that, you can say think. Or by means of can be replaced by, etc. The fourth way to avoid wordiness is to simplify your sentence structure. Let's look at the example. The cliffs are made of basalt, which is an igneous rock. So instead of using the sentence structure which is, you can just use a noun phrase, an igneous rock. The fifth way to avoid wordiness is to reword sentences beginning with there are, it is, and similar expressions which refer to nothing in particular. So for example, instead of saying there are many factors contributing to obesity in Australia, you can say many factors contribute to obesity in Australia. Or instead of saying it is unknown whether chronic stress impacts ovarian cancer treatment outcome, you can say impacts of chronic stress on ovarian cancer treatment outcome are unknown. One more way to avoid wordiness is to limit or avoid phrases describing your attitudes and writing strategies. So instead of saying it seems to me that depression or anxiety can occur at any other time, you can just say depression or anxiety can occur at any other time. Or, the purpose of this example is to inform you of my opinion that mental health problems during pregnancy and early parenthood can affect anyone in the future. So the information inform you of my opinion that is unnecessary. So I can say the purpose of this paper is to argue that. That's enough.